Hello and welcome. This is I Seen You Before, playing Dominions 4 as early age Arcoscephale. First things first, I'd like to apologize for the lack of updates in the last few days. I've been busy with a few school deadlines and I got a tiny wee bit sick. But anyways, this episode should be coming up tomorrow or today, which is Sunday right now, or Monday, right after the scheduled video as soon as I'm done making it. But we should be back on schedule. So just coming back from last episode, we left our thugs, Achilles and Scrotus, on patrol. And the first attack from Fomoria is just against a bunch of ghouls right there, which is not much of a problem for them to deal with. As you can see, Achilles casting Soul Vortex and Invulnerability helps him to life leech from enemies around him until he gets to like, I believe, twice his hit points. And he stays there safely. So aside from this small battle, which I believe was probably Arouse Hunger, which is the alteration spell. Is it this one? Where is it? I cannot find it right now. Alteration. Yeah, Arouse Hunger right there. So what happens is that they just use 5 death gems to target a province, and that province will get attacked by a bunch of ghouls on that turn. But anyways, there's a bigger battle happening in Clun right now, with Fomoria attacking us with his big army, as you can see right here. I already seen the battle when we had a small technical problem while I was recording earlier. So long story short, what I meant to explain was that because both Ashiel and Scrotus Brotus have chill and cold resistance, and right now the province is very cold, it's actually pretty useful for them. They won't suffer any... See, those guys are gonna get severe cold penalty for fighting. And they're also gonna get hit by their own ice drakes, which have Drake Thrust, which is a very short ranged weapon that will fire basically a tiny ice beam, dealing, I believe, minus 10 plus 17, 7 damage to everyone around there. Let's see if we can try to catch him doing it right there. Come on, do it. Is he gonna cast it, Ice Drake? Yeah, there we go. As you can see, Scotus Brotus is not affected by this Frost Beam because he innately has a cold resistance of 30, whereas Ashiel also has a cold resistance of 25, meaning they don't suffer any damage from that. So I'm probably gonna just quickly let the battle play for a while. Those guys have no issues fending off the wave of enemies. In fact, that Ice Breath is actually doing more damage to themselves than they are to us, as you can see right there. It's actually pretty cool to watch. Drakes could potentially be a good unit, but they cost 5 gems for one of them, and you can only summon 1 per turn, so it ends up being, I believe, some kind of a waste of magic gems. So there we go. Most of the enemy unit, because we don't have cold resistance and they're getting killed by the chill. As you can see, I have a blue damage going up right now. But blue damage means we're getting fatigue damage. And right now all those guys basically fell unconscious around Ashiel right there. So Ashiel just need to pick them off, yeah, with his life leech and his chi kick. Doesn't have much issues dealing with the enemy. Meanwhile, Scrotus Brotus is probably doing just fine as well, with both being at protection 20 and a defense skill of 25 over here, a defense skill of 25 over there. That means they'll pretty much be able to resist most enemy attacks. If I had more nature gems, I would probably slap regeneration on them if I had that. But I don't at the moment, so yeah. If only we could have more gems to summon more thugs. I should have probably taken better care of the golems and we'll probably be in a better situation right now. But I was a bit careless in the last few episodes, which resulted in me losing my golem as well as Chenchi grabbing the global. Yeah, Stellar Focus global. Okay. So as you guys can see right there, that was pretty much an easy win on our side. Yeah. The enemy just started routing right there. Let's do a quick check on what damage we inflicted on them. Let's see, those are independent trash units. Some Coney, Spearman. Yeah, we're not dealing significantly. Like, they would have been taking a bigger hit if we killed some majors back there. But nevertheless, we still destroyed about, well, wasn't even half of his army, was it? Nah, I wasn't even half. Well, almost half of his army, but oh well. Meanwhile, we also had a battle in Vision Forest with our main army being led by, well, actually, Alexander doesn't even have anything to lead nowadays since, yeah, I believe he only has like those girls, the Lamias, that he can lead. Otherwise, we just need magic casters. And it's just a small army, so not such a big deal. Okay. So we're able to start sieging Vision Forest. So I'm hoping by the end of this, we're able to take this spot back for ourselves. We're still almost getting dumb killed by everything in the world. And they're also sieging our capital right now. I believe what I could do is, should I go out and break the siege, or should I just stay here? Because I know if I stay here, they'll probably attack me. If I move there, they probably will move there as well. Fortification. Wow, we're already breaking the castle a tiny bit. I only have fire gems, not much else to use. Huh. What could I do? Probably let Nephilion summon allies as usual. She's getting quite a nice squad of sylphs right there, so that's gonna be handy. Should I just leave everyone there, or actually move in to break this siege? About 30 units large, but he might just reinforce them next turn. Even if he does reinforce them, there's not gonna be... So, fortification is... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here for a tiny bit and keep defending this fortress. I'll let my capital hopefully withstand the siege in the meantime, and we'll maintain the siege that we currently have on Vision Forest. The AI usually hates it when you start sieging him, so I'm guessing he might just attack me out of the blue, which hopefully is what will happen. With this big siege golem, I'm hoping we can get through the defense quite fast. Meanwhile, I'm also thinking, yeah, I did put Athena on Thug Warriors, so we should be okay. Okay, where's our research? Our research pretty much dropped down to nothing super useful. I am indeed researching thaumaturgy in hopes of getting... Why was I researching thaumaturgy? Now I don't remember why. Was I going for Gilgit? No, I don't think I was going for Gilgit. Oh right, Astral Travel and Master and Slave. Probably get that as an endgame spell. Or even, construction is at 9 though, so... Can you forge me any artifact right now? No, no artifacts can be forged. Yeah, nothing. Was it a good idea to head down towards thaumaturgy? Vengeful Water is great, but we don't have that. Vortex is returning. Helps the whole army get back home. Divine Name. Won't have enough Astral Gems to make good use of that. Yeah, I could potentially go for Master and Slave, even though we can't really cast it right now. But our research is quite insignificant right now because our philosophers keep dying all day long. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going down to thaumaturgy for astral travel for later on. Meanwhile, I can use gateway to get around, even though that's not gonna be very useful for the time being. Okay, so let me just end the turn, let it load, and I'll make a cut right here. Alright, so we're back for the next turn. Let's see what's going on. Fomoria is attacking us back with a bigger army in Vision Forest. We're casting Wing Guides. Power of the spheres, summon Earth power, so we should technically get all the globals out shortly. He's just spamming blessing on his units. Well, the enemy army doesn't look very menacing, if I might say. The evocation spells are still doing a great job on the enemy. Let me turn off. Well, actually, I'll just leave it on and put it at triple speed probably. There we go. We now have Fog Warriors that should protect our units for a tiny bit, giving them Mist Form. With Mist Form, most attacks being received by them will be reduced to 1, unless it is a exceptionally strong blow, then it will dispel the Mist Form. Okay. Yeah, the enemy is just being burned to a crisp. Yeah, not much problems being faced right now. Enemies keep spamming banishment on our skeletons. Units just get in without facing much issues. I think they are close to routing-ish. But Ice Elemental might be a tiny problem to us. Oh god. But Ice Elemental is definitely going to try to go kill my people. No, it's okay. We made it back to being size 4, so he might trample a couple of statues. Let's see. No, he did not trample a statue. That's awesome. Okay, now that Elemental is harmless. Vine Ogres got to the main army here and here. That's actually great. We reached the spellcaster line. Now everyone's just receiving random spells. The Lamias are doing a great job. There you go. We might get a few commander kills. Yeah, I think we killed 1 commander. Yeah, 1 commander kill. Okay, we got rid of this army from Vision Forest. Let's see. We killed 1 Firbolg champion, 2 unmarked champions. Half of their army almost was wiped out. In our side we lost 1 poor Vine Ogre, which is not bad at all. Meanwhile, Fomoria is also trying to attack us once again in Clone with worthless units, which is already a win. We don't really need to watch this battle, I believe. Meanwhile, it's telling me we are still sieging this place, but we need more time to succeed. So, which is... I'm just hoping we can do this a tiny bit faster. How come this... This is a fortress. Why does it have defense 700 when back then... Over here it has defense 250. Is it because he built up... Oh, yeah, he probably built up the whole place. I should have probably built up the whole place. Like the gatehouse. And it's only the gatehouse. Huh, that's interesting. But the gatehouse adds 200 defense here. And then I'd only be at 450 defense. How come? So let's see the killing ground. Oh, so it's probably the tower. Let's see the gatehouse. That's a 200. Tower. That's 300. Killing ground. That's 450. Yeah, makes sense. That's how it gets to 700 basically. Okay, I'll make note of that. So we might end up taking way longer than I originally thought. Sieging this place. Also, to our great misfortune, we seem to have run out of gems. So it's probably dangerous right now to leave the army on his own, and I'm only at 1 province candle, which might potentially result in a big loss for me. So what I'm gonna end up doing is no, keep sieging. Actually, keep sieging here. I don't even have any sacred units but a priest that can preach for me. So that might be the last turn. I only have 1 Dominion candle left in Clone. and one more in Southern Merc. What I could try doing would be to take this province and then my capital back. Actually, you know what? Let's be really safe and take the capital back. If we take the capital back, I'm able to replenish a few gems. And hopefully, let's see, can that guy summon anything else? Let's see, can you summon me something handy? Hill Giants? Nah. Siege Golem, we already have one and he's pretty damn useless. And Living Goggles? Maybe. And Living Statues? We don't have enough. I might just cast Terracotta Army for now to get a few chaff units up and going. And then I'll probably cast Mechanical Man on the next... No. Where was it? And Living Goggles on the next turn. That way I'll be able to have a few more units to help me out. Because our army is becoming pretty thin actually. So yeah, probably need to reinforce it. Wish I had way more Lamias than what I do right now, but that's not an option, unfortunately. Meanwhile, I could potentially use those two guys to take over this province. Yeah. And then destroy those temples and maybe come back here. Because I know Nephele, as long as she stays there, if they try sieging, they will end up failing the siege. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Let us end our turn right there. And I'll cut this part. Unfortunately, it seems that all our stuff ends right there. We're able to take this province back without much issue. We're able to break the siege on Arcoscephale without any problems as well. But we lose due to a Dominion kill right now. Athena, the god of Arcoscephale, has been permanently vanished. At the end, her Dominion did not touch a single province, and the life force died with her Dominion. Pwamp, pwamp. Well, I guess it's the end of this Let's Play. Which is kind of good because I was getting a bit bored towards the end. Things I would have done better would be... probably I would have taken a bit better care of my golems instead of letting them die like I did earlier. I would have also probably not outstretched too much on Fomoria back then. Because I think when you play against the impossible AI, you just need to be very, very defensive. Also, one thing I completely forgot is I should probably build up my castles with the extra stuff here. I realized that the extra defense being added helps you hold out way longer against the AI. Just how our capital was able to hold because of 850 defense. Whereas Clone, it was just at 250 defense. I probably need to also condense my research a tiny bit more so I have an idea of what I want to get very early instead of simply going around and just playing as I go. One other thing that I could also do is just get a better magic site searching. Yeah, because I got attacked too early and I couldn't site search fast enough. So I ended up being pretty resource starved after a while and I was unable to get a bigger army. Second thing was when I'm putting thugs together with armies, I'll probably avoid using spells like Gifts from Heaven. Yeah, it's a great spell and everything, but when it falls on your thug, it's pretty much a big loss for you. Otherwise, that's it for this series. Thanks for standing and watching with us, everyone. The next thing that will be coming this week will probably be me playing as Early Age Ermo in the tutorial, so I can actually finish making those little series. The next game will probably be Enjoy's Mud. He's World War II Mud. Might be using No Recruit. Should I use No Recruit? I don't know. The enemy's fielding armies, but you know what? I'll actually try No Recruit together with Enjoy's Mud. And I'll also, yeah, I think that's it for the merds for now. Yeah, I'll use Enjoy's merd, and I'll also use AI recruitment merd so the AI doesn't recruit so much randomness. Let's take a look at the graphs as I wrap this up. So Fomoria actually ended up being one of the strongest opponents in the game. Even Qianqi himself got got pummeled by Fomoria. Niflheim, we didn't see much of him. Gaff pretty much got annihilated early, so did Beritus. Oceania remained stable pretty much throughout the whole thing, nothing significant. Fort-wise, I was pretty much at the top of my game around here, and then eventually Fomoria just outdid me when it came to fort production. Similarly for income, as I kept taking too many losses, my income just dropped forward. Our gem income was maybe the best at one point in time, but it didn't stay like that for too long. Research, we were leading for a tiny bit, got caught up by Qianqi, and then caught up by Fomoria, and then we just plopped down because we had to use our mages to go fight. As for Dominion, we were actually at the top at one point in time, then we started having a steady decrease into nothingness basically. Otherwise, in all the thrones here, which is currently 4 thrones to win, the enemy seems to be pretty far from getting any throne at all. So, that being said, this concludes our early age Arcoscephale Let's Play. Thanks for watching everyone. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment below. As always, it really helps us out when you actually do it. That being said, thank you for watching everyone, and see you soon.